Welcome to History Facts. Today, we're diving into ancient Egypt, one of the most captivating civilizations in history. Please subscribe and leave a comment if you want to explore any specific historical topics. Now, let's jump into our journey through time. Ancient Egypt was a civilization of immense complexity and sophistication, leaving behind a legacy of architectural wonders, intricate art, and a rich culture that continues to fascinate us today. Prepare to be amazed by 10 fascinating facts about ancient Egypt that you probably didn't know. The Old Kingdom and the Pyramids. The pyramids were built during what's known as Egypt's Old Kingdom, often called the Age of the Pyramids. These massive structures weren't just monuments but symbols of the pharaoh's power and divine connection. The construction of the pyramids demonstrated the advanced engineering and organizational skills of ancient Egyptians. They were built as tombs for the pharaohs, who believed that they would need their earthly possessions in the afterlife. The most famous pyramids are those at Giza, which were built for the pharaohs Khufu, Khafre, and Menkaure. These pyramids are some of the most impressive feats of engineering in human history. They were built using massive blocks of stone, which were transported from quarries and then lifted into place using a combination of ramps, levers, and rollers. The pyramids are a testament to the ingenuity and dedication of the ancient Egyptians. They are a symbol of the power of human endeavor and a reminder of the enduring legacy of ancient Egypt. Ginsene, Sunen, i.e., general term. The Rosetta Stone and language discovery. The Rosetta Stone, discovered in 1799 by French soldiers during Napoleon's campaign in Egypt, was a key to understanding Egyptian hieroglyphs, a system of writing that had been a mystery for centuries. The stone, made of black basalt, was inscribed with the same text in 3 scripts: hieroglyphic, Demotic, and Greek. The presence of the Greek text, a language understood by scholars at the time, proved crucial. The Rosetta Stone became a Rosetta Stone for deciphering the other scripts, helping scholars to understand the complex relationship between hieroglyphs, Demotic script, and ancient Egyptian language. The Rosetta Stone's discovery revolutionized our understanding of ancient Egyptian culture and history. It unlocked the door to a world of ancient literature, religion, and daily life. This monumental discovery is still considered one of the most important archaeological finds ever made. Alabor, the unbelievable power of the Nile. The Nile River was the lifeblood of Egypt, providing food, water, and fertile soil. The ancient Egyptians even based their calendar on the Nile's flooding, marking it as a sacred event. The Nile's annual flooding deposited rich silt, making the surrounding land ideal for agriculture. This fertile land allowed the ancient Egyptians to develop a thriving agricultural society, producing crops like wheat, barley, and papyrus, which were essential for their survival. The Nile also served as a vital transportation route, connecting different parts of Egypt and facilitating trade. The river's importance was so profound that it was deeply intertwined with their mythology and beliefs. The Egyptians worshipped the Nile as a deity, associating it with life, fertility, and renewal. In their mythology, the Nile was often personified as the god Hapi, who is depicted as a man with a large belly, symbolizing the abundance of the river's bounty. The Nile's power and significance were reflected in their art, literature, and religious rituals, making it an integral part of their cultural identity. E. Mimelink, 21. Mummification mysteries. Mummification wasn't only for pharaohs. Wealthy individuals also received elaborate burials, as it was believed preserving the body was crucial for the afterlife. The mummification process involved removing internal organs, drying the body, and wrapping it in linen bandages. Egyptians believed that preserving the body was essential for the deceased to enjoy the afterlife. The process was a complex and meticulous one, often taking up to 70 days to complete. The first step was to remove the internal organs, except for the heart, which was thought to hold the soul. These organs were then preserved separately, often placed in canopic jars, beautifully decorated vessels with lids in the shape of the 4 sons of Horus. Next, the body was dehydrated using natron and natural salt. This process dried the body, preventing decomposition. Once the body was dry, it was wrapped in linen bandages, often coated with resin or oils to protect the body further. The linen bandages were meticulously applied, sometimes adorned with amulets or charms, meant to provide protection and ensure a smooth journey to the afterlife. The mummification process was a testament to the Egyptians' belief in the afterlife and their advanced knowledge of anatomy and preservation. These elaborate preparations reflect the great respect and reverence they held for their dead. Women in ancient Egypt. Ancient Egypt was surprisingly progressive for its time. Women could own property, initiate divorce, and even rule as pharaohs, Cleopatra being a famous example. Women in ancient Egypt had legal rights that were uncommon in many other ancient civilizations, including the ability to initiate divorce. They could own land, run businesses, and even serve as priests and priestesses. Beyond legal rights, women played vital roles in Egyptian society. They were responsible for managing households, raising children, and participating in agriculture. They were often depicted in artwork and hieroglyphs, indicating their presence in various aspects of daily life. The roles and rights of women in ancient Egypt demonstrate a level of gender equality that was uncommon in many other ancient civilizations. Their contributions to society and their influence in various domains deserve recognition and appreciation. Daily life in Egypt. Daily life for Egyptians revolved around family, farming, and religion. They enjoyed simple pleasures like music, dancing, and beer brewing. Agriculture was a crucial part of daily life, with many Egyptians working as farmers along the Nile. The annual flooding of the Nile provided fertile soil, making the land suitable for growing crops like wheat, barley, and flax. Family life was central to ancient Egyptian society. Homes were often centered around a courtyard, and families worked together in the fields or on crafts. Children received an education, learning basic skills like reading, writing, and arithmetic. They were also taught the values and beliefs of their society. Religion played a significant role in everyday life. Egyptians worshipped a vast pantheon of gods and goddesses, each representing different aspects of nature and human life. Temples and shrines were built to honor these deities, and religious ceremonies were an integral part of social life. Ancient Egyptians were known for their enjoyment of leisure activities. Music was a beloved form of entertainment, with instruments like the harp, lute, and flute being popular. Dancing was a form of celebration and expression, often performed at festivals and religious ceremonies. Beer brewing was another common practice, and beer was a staple beverage for Egyptians of all social classes. In conclusion, daily life in ancient Egypt was a complex and rich tapestry woven from family, farming, religion, and a zest for life. These elements combined to create a fascinating culture that has left an enduring mark on history. The symbolism of the ankh. The ankh, a cross with a loop on top, symbolized life and immortality. It was one of the most iconic symbols, often held by gods in ancient art. The ankh was frequently depicted in the hands of gods, representing their power over life and death. The ankh's loop represented the sun, symbolizing the eternal cycle of life and death. The cross below represented the earth, symbolizing the physical realm. Combined, they represented the union of the divine and earthly, the spiritual and the physical. Egyptians believed that the ankh could grant eternal life to those who possessed it. This belief led to the widespread use of the ankh in funerary art, where it was often placed in tombs or carved onto sarcophagi. The ankh symbolized the hope for a continued existence in the afterlife, a testament to the Egyptians' deep belief in the power of the divine. Ed. Pets were sacred. Cats were revered in ancient Egypt, symbolizing protection and being associated with the goddess Bastet. Many Egyptians even had their cats mummified and buried with them. Cats were believed to offer divine protection and were often depicted in Egyptian art and religious artifacts. The Egyptians believed that cats were associated with the goddess Bastet, who was the goddess of protection, motherhood, and the home. Bastet was often depicted as a woman with a cat head, and her temples were adorned with feline statues and imagery. Cats were also believed to have magical powers and were often used in rituals and ceremonies. The reverence for cats was so great that they were even mummified, much like humans. This practice ensured that cats would continue to serve their owners in the afterlife. Many Egyptian homes had a cat as a cherished companion, and their loss was mourned deeply. Sigramo, Pm Kaledo hieroglyphs as sacred writing. Hieroglyphs weren't just used for communication, but also held a religious meaning. Ancient Egyptians believed that writing something down gave it power and permanence. Hieroglyphs were used to record religious texts, spells, and prayers, believed to have magical properties. These sacred writings were believed to hold the power to influence the world and even the afterlife. The act of writing was seen as a way to connect with the divine and ensure that the written words would endure for eternity. This reverence for the written word is evident in the elaborate hieroglyphic inscriptions that adorn temples, tombs, and other monuments throughout Egypt. In addition to their religious significance, hieroglyphs were also used for practical purposes, such as recording historical events, keeping track of trade and agriculture, and communicating with the gods. The complex system of hieroglyphs was a testament to the Egyptians' intellectual and artistic prowess, and their enduring legacy continues to captivate and inspire us today. D. Ancient Egypt's enduring legacy. The legacies of ancient Egypt remain strong today, from art and architecture to our fascination with its mystery and grandeur. Ancient Egyptian culture continues to inspire modern literature, film, and fashion. The study of ancient Egypt has greatly contributed to our understanding of human history and civilization. The pyramids, temples, and tombs built by the ancient Egyptians are still standing today, serving as a testament to their architectural prowess. The intricate hieroglyphs that adorn these structures provide us with insights into their beliefs, customs, and daily lives. The ancient Egyptians developed a sophisticated system of mathematics, astronomy, and medicine. Their advancements in these fields laid the foundation for later civilizations and continue to influence us today. Ancient Egyptian mythology and religion are a rich source of inspiration for artists, writers, and filmmakers. The tales of gods and goddesses, the epic battles between good and evil, and the quest for eternal life continue to captivate audiences around the world. If you enjoyed these intriguing facts about ancient Egypt, please subscribe to History Facts. We'll be uncovering more secrets from the past, one video at a time. Thanks for watching, and stay curious about history.